ever pondered how Egypt's illustrious history started? This ancient civilization, known as the Land of the Pharaohs, flourished alongside the fertile banks of the Nile River. The narrative begins with the pre-dynastic period, a time when early Egyptians laid the cultural and political groundwork for the grandeur that was to come. Then arose the Old Kingdom, a golden age marked by the establishment of divine kingship, the construction of the first pyramids, and the flourishing of arts and architecture. The Middle Kingdom followed, a period of political consolidation and cultural renaissance, which saw the pharaohs focus on public works and infrastructure. The New Kingdom, however, was the pinnacle of Egyptian power and prestige. It was a time of expansion, wealth, and monumental architecture. This period was graced by iconic rulers such as Ramses II, the Great Builder, and Hatshepsut, the female pharaoh who reigned prosperously for over 2 decades. From there, the Egyptians made a leap in architecture and engineering like the world had never seen. Have you ever wondered about the marvels behind the construction of the iconic pyramids? Let's step back in time to ancient Egypt, a civilization that has captivated the world with its architectural prowess. The pyramids, these towering monuments of antiquity, were built with such precision and grandeur that they continue to puzzle modern engineers. Constructed using rudimentary tools and sheer manpower, these structures signified the Egyptians' deep reverence for their pharaohs, who they believed became gods upon their departure from earthly life. Pyramids were essentially elaborate tombs, designed to ensure the pharaoh's safe passage to the afterlife. Each pyramid, from the Great Pyramid of Giza to the Step Pyramid of Djoser, holds a unique place in Egypt's cultural tapestry. They are not just magnificent feats of engineering, they are also profound symbols of the Egyptian civilization's unshakable belief in life after death. The pyramids indeed bear testimony to the grandeur of the Egyptian civilization. The age of Cleopatra, ever thought about its significance in Egypt's history? It was a period marked by the rule of the Ptolemaic dynasty, a Greek royal family that brought about a fusion of cultures and radically transformed Egyptian society. The Ptolemies, while Greek in origin, fully embraced Egyptian traditions, even declaring themselves as pharaohs and adopting local customs and religious practices. This led to a unique blend of Greek and Egyptian cultural elements that defined the Ptolemaic era. At the forefront of this era was the formidable Cleopatra VII, the last active ruler of Ptolemaic Egypt. Known for her intellect and charm, she wasn't just a queen, she was a diplomat, naval commander and linguist, who left an indelible mark on history. Her political alliances and romantic entanglements with Roman leaders like Julius Caesar and Mark Antony further underscored the interconnectedness of these ancient civilizations. Cleopatra's era was indeed a turning point in Egypt's history and culture. Did you know Christianity has deep roots in Egypt? The religion spread rapidly throughout the country following the crucifixion of Jesus Christ, forever altering the religious landscape. With the rise of Christianity, the Coptic Church emerged as a distinct, vibrant, and influential branch of the faith. Famed for its unique liturgical traditions, it has played a pivotal role in shaping the religious identity of Egypt. Christianity's influence extended beyond the confines of the church. It left a profound impact on Egyptian art and architecture, with early Christian communities contributing significantly to both. These communities developed a distinct artistic style, blending traditional Egyptian motifs with Christian symbolism. This fusion of styles is evident in the many surviving pieces of Coptic art and architecture, including the monasteries and churches scattered across the Egyptian landscape. These contributions, coupled with the enduring presence of the Coptic Church, attest to Christianity's lasting influence. Christianity has indeed left an indelible imprint on Egypt's cultural landscape. Ever wondered how Islam spread to Egypt? Let's dive into the 7th century AD, a pivotal period marked by the Arab conquest of Egypt. This was a time of significant change and transformation, when the Byzantine rule that had held sway for centuries was replaced by a new power. The Arab forces, led by the commander Amr ibn al-As, crossed into Egypt around 639 AD. Over the course of several years, they gradually overtook Byzantine strongholds, culminating in the fall of Alexandria, the Jewel of the Nile. With this conquest, Islam began to spread across the land of the Pharaohs. Mosques sprung up, the Arabic language took root, and a new order was established. The Umayyad and later the Abbasid caliphates oversaw this transformation, fostering an environment in which Islamic culture and learning could flourish. These changes culminated in the founding of Cairo, a city that would grow to symbolize Islamic Egypt. The Arab conquest marked a new era in Egypt's history. Ever heard of the Mamluk Sultanate and how it changed Egypt? Starting in the mid-13th century, Egypt saw the rise of a unique political entity, the Mamluk Sultanate. This was a state run by former slaves, the Mamluks, who had been trained as elite soldiers. They seized control and established a sultanate that would last for over 2 centuries. The Mamluk Sultanate was not just a military powerhouse, it was a force that dramatically shaped the region's culture and society. Their victory over the Crusaders in the Battle of Ain Jalut, for instance, marked a turning point, effectively ending the Crusades and ensuring Islamic control over the region. Under their rule, Cairo flourished as a hub of Islamic learning, trade, and cultural exchange. The city became renowned for its architectural grandeur, boasting magnificent mosques, madrasas, and hospitals. This period saw an unprecedented outpouring of art, literature, and science, cementing Cairo's reputation as a beacon of Islamic civilization. The Mamluk Sultanate was indeed a significant chapter in Egypt's history. Do you know about the Ottomans' influence on Egypt? Egypt was incorporated into the Ottoman Empire in the 16th century, a period of significant change that saw the country experience a series of reforms and modernization efforts. One of the most influential figures during this time was Muhammad Ali Pasha. A visionary leader, he initiated a series of sweeping reforms in military, economic, and cultural spheres, transforming Egypt into a regional powerhouse. The 19th century witnessed Egypt taking giant strides towards modernization. This era saw the construction of the Suez Canal, a fantastic feat of engineering that connected the Mediterranean Sea to the Red Sea, revolutionizing global trade. This period also saw the rise of nationalism, with Egyptians beginning to assert their distinct identity. From Ottoman rule to an era of reform and modernization, Egypt's history during this time is a fascinating tale of change, progress, and national awakening. The Ottoman era was a time of considerable change and modernization in Egypt. Ever wondered how Egypt gained independence? Well, it's a story of resilience and determination. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, Egypt found itself under British occupation. The British, drawn by the strategic importance of the Suez Canal, controlled Egypt, shaping its political and economic landscape. However, the spirit of nationalism was strong within the Egyptian people. Figures like Saad Zaghloul led nationalist movements, rallying the masses with the vision of a free and independent Egypt. These movements, despite facing numerous challenges, managed to instill a sense of unity and resistance against the British rule. The turning point came in the mid-20th century when, after decades of struggle, Egypt finally gained its independence in 1952. The charismatic leader, Gamal Abdel Nasser, emerged at the forefront of this new independent nation. Egypt's journey to independence was indeed a long and arduous one. Do you know about the Suez Crisis and its impact on Egypt? This event was a pivotal moment in Egypt's history. In 1956, the world watched as Egypt, under the leadership of President Gamal Abdel Nasser, nationalized the Suez Canal. This bold move was not just about control of a strategic waterway, it was a statement of sovereignty and a challenge to colonial powers. The Suez Crisis was not just a moment of tension and conflict, it was also a catalyst for the rise of Arab nationalism. It empowered other Arab nations to assert their independence and confront Western influence. Egypt, with Nasser at the helm, emerged as a leader in the Pan-Arab movement, championing unity among Arab countries and taking a firm stance in conflicts with Israel. These events, fraught with political and military tension, sparked a new era of self-determination and national pride. The Suez Crisis indeed marked a significant turning point in Egypt's history. Ever wondered about the Arab Spring and its impact on Egypt? Let's dive right in. Hosni Mubarak ascended to Egypt's presidency in 1981, embarking on a reign that would last for 3 decades. Mubarak's rule was characterized as authoritarian. He maintained power through emergency laws, suppressing political dissent and curbing freedom of expression. However, the winds of change swept across the Middle East in 2011, in a movement known as the Arab Spring. This wave of protests, uprisings, and rebellions was fueled by the flames of discontent with autocratic regimes, high unemployment rates, and corruption. In Egypt, the Arab Spring manifested in an 18-day protest that saw millions of Egyptians demanding Mubarak's resignation. Amidst mounting pressure, Mubarak stepped down, marking the end of his 30-year rule and opening a new chapter of political turmoil for Egypt. The Arab Spring was indeed a revolutionary period in Egypt's recent history. What challenges does the Egypt of today face? Now, Egypt grapples with numerous contemporary challenges. Political instability is a pressing issue, with conflicting ideologies and power struggles adding to the turmoil. Economic reforms, though necessary for growth, have led to increased prices and affected the common man. Social unrest, fueled by unemployment and inequality, has also been a cause for concern. Moreover, the threat of terrorism looms large, undermining the nation's stability and security. Yet, amid these trials, Egypt is also tasked with preserving its rich cultural heritage. Balancing the modern with the ancient, it's a country striving to protect its archaeological sites and bolster its tourism industry without losing sight of its need for progress. These challenges are indeed daunting, but they also present opportunities. Opportunities for resilience, for innovation, for unity, and for reimagining the future. Despite the challenges, the spirit of Egypt endures, carrying the weight of its illustrious past into the future.